are going to perform for us in a moment. But first, you're Cuban. You were born in Pinar del Rio, and you still live in Cuba. And until a couple of years ago, you were studying medicine. Now you're described as the hottest new sensation on the Havana scene. Talk me through how this happened.
Oh, I think that mainly it was the proposition of work, of do what I love. I was studying medicine, and at some point I just realized that it wasn't my destiny to be a good doctor. And in my family, most part of the family are good doctors, so it's a problem in the family if you are not good. So I decided to stop and go to Havana, and everybody say, okay, it's good. So I moved to Havana and I started to work on different things, start to get involved in the environment.
And then it's happened so quickly, hasn't it?
Yeah, at some point, not so fast. Nobody know about me, but I was working a lot with a lot of people, making covers with a lot of artists, Raul Paz, David Lorenz, a lot of people. And at some point, I traveled in the cruise ship for a lot of time. I back to Havana. I didn't like getting crazy there until I decided to put Cimafunk, put me the name, and start to make my own music.
So were you singing on cruise ships?
Yeah, for 8 months.
Was it fun?
It was crazy. It's like other country. The captain is the president. But 100% literally. It's crazy. It's not healthy.
And tell me about the name Cimafunk. Where does it come from?
Cima came from Cimarron, and my family, a lot of people in Cuba have this in the genes, from the slave that came in Cuba. And my family was from the Nigeria side. So when I discovered that, I get into the share to fight the fights and stuff, and at some point I get super identified with the Cimarron culture, because at some point for me, when you spoke about the Afro-Cuban culture, it's mainly it's a lot of information that came from the slave that was being a slave, living in the houses of the master. They made like a new name for their own god and stuff, but at the same time it was people living free in the middle of the jungle, that they was the Cimarron. And in these palenques, that was the name, was people from many places, was black people, slaves from many places that was living together, making a new culture, kids born there, new ways to make music born there, new kind of information, artist information. So for me, this has to be a lot with the Afro-Cuban culture. So the Cimarron for me is like a big deal. And the funk for the same, because I think that here in the United States, the funk have to be a lot with the Cimarron, with the Afro-Cuban culture at the same time.
And you only came to the USA for the first time last year. I know this is your 5th trip to America. So what did it mean to you to come to Miami for the first time?
Yeah, it's crazy. I came, the first concert that I did in the United States was here in Miami, and it was crazy because the people already know the music, the people already know who I was, and I didn't imagine something like that. It was my first concert out of Cuba, mainly in Cimafunk. And when I came to the band show, it was full, it was packed with people. I didn't expect something like that. Until 2 a.m. was kept even in the stage. So it was like a big experience. So be here is like with people that you know since long. Everybody know each other, everybody told the same. You take an Uber, it's the same. Everybody is cool people. You go to buy food and it's like, hey, take the meat, take the piece, this kind of stuff.
And is it difficult to travel between the two countries?
In some point, it could be a little bit complicated. I don't know, when I start to travel, I have to go to a third country. I don't know how it was before, but every time you have to travel to a third country to get the visa and papers.
So where would you have to travel to get the visa then?
Everywhere, wherever I can go.
Oh, really? Well, that's a lot of time.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's tourism.
What's the difference for you between playing in Cuba and playing in America?
It's really in Miami or in America?
Differentiate between them.
Yeah, in Miami it's almost the same. I have friends here that study with me, that we meet each other all the time that I came here, so it's the same vibe.
Okay, I will phrase it then. America, between America and...
America, it's crazy because I didn't expect that the people that speak English and they don't understand the lyrics, they was involved with the music. But but at the end, everywhere that we have been traveling, Philadelphia, Chicago, mainly was the big crowd was people native people from America or English speakers. It was amazing. The people were super identified with the music. I don't know if it's the funk or for the vibes, but the people like the music, and I've been like super crazy and cool, positive, super cool.
And people across the globe get so much music information via the internet, and you've only really had the internet or internet access in Cuba for about 3 years, is that right?
I don't know exactly, but it could be 3 years. It was short time.
So did that change everything?
Yeah, it changed a lot. For me, the music is crazy because now you can put a song and everybody know about that in seconds. So definitely having the same everywhere. When the internet came, it changed everything.
And was there an artist that you instantly found from somewhere else in the world and went, wow?
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Ohio Players, Marvin Gaye, all these people I found since I get internet. I go to try to find that. Bola de Nieve, the videos of Bola de Nieve, I found a lot of internet videos from Benny Morel, so that I didn't see that before.
And tomorrow morning, you fly back to Cuba for the 5-day concert series, which is called Getting Funky in Havana. And it's a cultural exchange tour put on in conjunction with the Trombone Shorty Foundation, the Havana Jazz Festival. So the New Orleans groups, Soul Rebels and Tank and the Bangers, will be flying out to join you. Tell me about the idea behind this then.
Crazy because we came in April and we was traveling to New Orleans, we playing Tivitinas. When we arrived there, that we started to hang out with some people from New Orleans. We made like a super good vibes. They receive us super well. They put everything for us. They take it to the second line, all the vibes from New Orleans. And at some point I realized that was super similar to the Cuba behavior, you know. Even they have the second line that is similar to the conga. It's similar to all this taste of Caribbean and tropical, these kind of things. They have also Cimarrones, they have also Indians, you know, but they conserve even more this kind of tradition, so they are super identified with that. They want to know how is that in Cuba, how is the Afro descendants behave, how is that influence the culture. They don't know, they want to know. So at some point it's like we have to do, we would like to bring you to Cuba and share with a lot of musicians, artists, that I wonder also what about the New Orleans. So at some point it's work.
Well, I hope
a great experience. I don't know.
I hope it goes really well for you.
Yeah.
Really well.
Oh, yeah.
So, when you are listening to the show, Cimafunk and his band, the performance will happen. So we have to pretend that that's happened. You've had your big round of applause and we move on. You're listening to the BBC World Service. This is the Arts Hour on tour in Miami, the Magic City. I'm Nikki Beatty and we're here exploring how the imagination and innovation of the Cuban and American cultures make Miami's art scene so special. One of the ways, and one of the best ways, in fact, to experience a new city is in the company of a local. And wherever the Arts Hour goes on tour, we take a cultural and artistic journey with one of our guests. And we discover their special and sometimes secret places. We call this the Culture Cab. And my guide here in Miami was writer Vanessa Garcia. Woo!